Welcome back, dear listeners, to another spine-chilling episode of our channel. Today, we will embark on a mysterious journey through the top 7 haunted locations in the United Kingdom. This place is not only famous for its romantic beauty and historical monuments, but also for its intriguing supernatural stories, terrifying ghost encounters, and haunted sights that will surely send shivers down your spine. Before we dive into these mysterious and thrilling tales, I want to take a moment to spree haunted location number 8, the Tower of London, London. In the heart of London, amidst modern buildings and a vibrant lifestyle, stands the renowned historical monument, the Tower of London. With its proud beauty and mysterious atmosphere, the tower is not only a symbol of power and majesty, but also one of the most haunted locations in England. Centuries have passed, yet the chilling tales of the spirits of historical figures live on in the hearts of visitors and locals alike. One of the most famous spirits of the Tower of London is Anne Boleyn, the second wife of King Henry VIII. In 1536, Anne was accused of adultery and treason and was ultimately tried here. Despite being a beautiful queen, she met a tragic end. Many believe her spirit still roams the grounds of the tower, particularly around the Queen's Tower. Visitors often report sudden cold gusts of wind and a feeling of being watched. Some even claim to have seen the image of Anne in a white dress, with a sorrowful face and eyes filled with grief. Another spirit thought to haunt the Tower of London is Lady Jane Grey, who was executed after just 9 days of rule. She is one of the youngest monarchs in English history and suffered a tragic fate. Those who have visited the Tower of London have reported hearing sighs, cries, and a palpable sense of suffering in the air, especially in the area where she was tried. The Tower of London is also famous for other strange phenomena. One of these is the ghost of Richard III, who was killed in the Battle of Bosworth. Many visitors have reported sensing his presence in the tower, and some even claim to have seen his apparition appearing in the dark nights. In addition to the famous spirits, the Tower of London is filled with tales of past prisoners. The sounds of footsteps, clanking chains, and whispering voices can be heard in the quiet of the night. Some believe that the spirits of the condemned prisoners are still unable to find peace and return to the place where they were once imprisoned. Today, the Tower of London attracts millions of visitors each year who come to admire its beauty and history. However, for those sensitive to the supernatural, this place may offer strange and chilling experiences. You might catch a glimpse of a queen in a white dress, hear whispers from the ancient prisoners, or simply sense the presence of restless souls. The Tower of London is not just a tourist destination. It is a place where history and haunting stories intertwine, creating a tapestry full of mystery and allure. Do you have the courage to step into the world of the spirits here? Haunted location number 7, Borley Church, Essex. Continuing our journey, we arrive in Essex, home to Borley Church, often referred to as the most haunted house in England. Built in 1862, the church quickly became famous for its strong supernatural activity, attracting the attention of the renowned paranormal investigator, Harry Price. The haunting phenomena at Borley Church began almost immediately after its construction. The earliest reports included sightings of a ghostly nun walking around the grounds. According to local legend, the nun was buried alive in the walls of a monastery that once stood here after she attempted to elope with a priest. Her restless spirit is said to wander the property in eternal sorrow. One of the most famous events occurred in 1900 when 4 daughters of the vicar reported seeing the ghostly figure of the nun in broad daylight. This sighting led to a series of unexplained events, including footsteps, strange knocking sounds, and objects moving seemingly on their own. Activity at Borley Church intensified after Reverend Lionel Foyster and his wife, Mary Ann, arrived in 1930. Marianne experienced numerous unsettling events, including being thrown out of bed, having objects thrown at her, and witnessing messages written on the walls. Reverend Foister attempted to perform several exorcisms, but the haunting phenomena only seemed to escalate. Harry Price conducted several investigations at Borley Church, documenting various phenomena from ghostly apparitions to poltergeist activity. He even published a detailed book about his findings, further solidifying the church's reputation as a supernatural hotspot. In the 1930s, Price utilized advanced equipment of the time, such as tape recorders and cameras, to capture the strange phenomena, contributing to the lore of the haunting. Unfortunately, Borley Church was heavily damaged by a fire in 1939 and was later demolished in 1944. However, the site remains a draw for paranormal enthusiasts, with many visitors reporting strange occurrences and eerie sensations, even in the absence of the original building. In addition to the reports of the nun, there are several other spirits believed to haunt Borley Church, including the ghost of a man in a black cloak, who frequently appears on the grounds and is thought to be the spirit of a priest. Many witnesses have also described phenomena such as paintings seemingly moving on their own and shadowy figures gliding past windows. With its rich history of ghostly sightings and strong supernatural activity, Borley Church remains one of the most fascinating and chilling haunted locations in the United Kingdom. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories from Borley Church are sure to leave you wondering what lies behind the veil. Haunted location number 6, Pluckley Village, Kent. Next, we arrive in Kent, home to a village often referred to as the most haunted village in England, Pluckley. This picturesque village, with its serene countryside beauty, harbors a dark secret. It is believed to be haunted by at least 12 different spirits, each with its own mysterious story. One of the most famous spirits is the phantom of the Parsnip Woman, often seen near Panic Bridge. Legend has it that she was an elderly gypsy who made a living selling parsnips from a stream. Tragically, she met a grim fate in a fire, and now her spirit, dressed in tattered clothing and often seen smoking, is said to wander the area where she perished. Many locals report feeling her presence in the chilling air at night, especially when they are near the spot where she met her end. Another famous apparition is the Red Lady of St. Nicholas Church. It is believed to be the spirit of Lady Deering, who was buried in 7 lead coffins to preserve her body. Her ghostly figure, draped in a red cloak, is often seen weeping by the grave of her last newborn child. The legend tells that Lady Deering suffered unimaginable grief at the loss of her beloved child, and now that sorrow continues to haunt her grave. Adding to the ghostly tales of the village is the White Woman, another member of the Deering family, who has also been seen in the cemetery adjacent to the church. Her story is often linked to dark family secrets, and many believe she acts as a guardian for the remaining spirits of her family. The Screaming Man of Pluckley is perhaps the most frightening of them all. The legend suggests that this unfortunate spirit was a miller who met a gruesome death when he was crushed by the machinery of the mill. His anguished screams are said to echo through the ruins of the old mill, terrifying those who dare to visit at night. This tale has created a gloomy atmosphere in the area, leading many villagers to believe they can hear his wails carried by the wind on dark nights. Greystones, an old mansion in the village, is also known for its supernatural occurrences. The restless spirit of a highwayman is said to roam the area. This man was stabbed with a sword and tied to a tree by law enforcement, and now his spirit haunts the grounds where he met his brutal death. Some witnesses have recounted strange experiences, such as seeing shadowy figures glide past windows and hearing whispers from the deceased within the crumbling walls of the mansion. Pluckley Village, with its multitude of spirits and chilling tales, offers a glimpse into a world where the past never truly dies. Its haunted reputation continues to attract ghost hunters and thrill seekers from far and wide, eager to catch a glimpse of the supernatural. Those brave enough to explore this village will find not only mysterious stories, but also the thrill of standing before the secrets of history yet to be unraveled. Haunted location number 5, Chillingham Castle, Northumberland. Our journey now takes us to Northumberland, to the majestic Chillingham Castle, known as one of the most haunted castles in England. Chillingham has a dark history that stretches back to the 13th century, making it a hotspot for supernatural encounters. The castle's grim history includes its use as a fortress during the border wars between England and Scotland. Its dungeons and torture chambers stand as a testament to the brutality of the past, with countless prisoners enduring unimaginable suffering. Many believe that the souls of those who were tortured still linger within the castle walls, creating an oppressive and eerie atmosphere. One of the most famous spirits of Chillingham Castle is the Blue Boy. This ghostly apparition is said to haunt the Pink Room, where guests have reported hearing terrifying cries and moans right at midnight. According to legend, these cries are accompanied by a brilliant blue light, and the image of a boy dressed in blue appears. During renovations, the skeleton of a child was discovered behind a wall, along with remnants of a blue dress, further reinforcing the haunting phenomenon. The appearance of the Blue Boy has drawn numerous paranormal investigators eager to study and document the strange occurrences surrounding the castle. Another well-known apparition is the White Woman, believed to be the spirit of Lady Mary Berkeley. Lady Mary was the wife of Lord Grey of Worth in Chillingham, who abandoned her for her sister. Grieving for love, she wanders the castle searching for her lost affection. Visitors have reported feeling a chilling presence and seeing a ghostly figure in white gliding through the hallways. It is said that Lady Mary's appearance is often accompanied by icy drafts, making the surrounding air feel heavy and mystical. The castle's torture chamber is also believed to be haunted. This gruesome room, filled with medieval torture devices, is said to be the domain of John Sage, a former torturer at the castle. Sage was infamous for his cruelty and met a violent end, being judged by the same methods he applied to others. His malevolent spirit is said to haunt the torture chamber, with reports of cold spots, invisible voices, and a feeling of being watched. Eerie laughter and the sounds of torture devices are still said to echo in the quiet nights, adding to the unsettling atmosphere. The dark past of Chillingham Castle and its ghostly inhabitants make it an unmissable destination for anyone interested in the supernatural. Its haunted reputation continues to attract visitors from all over the world, each hoping to experience the paranormal for themselves. Additionally, Chillingham Castle offers nighttime tours, where participants can learn about the castle's haunted history and engage in ghost hunting activities. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories from Chillingham Castle are sure to send chills down your spine and leave. Haunted location number 4, Skirrid Mountain Inn, Wales. As we continue our journey through the most haunted locations in the United Kingdom, we arrive at Skirrid Mountain Inn in Wales. Nestled at the foot of Skirrid Mountain, this inn is believed to be one of the oldest taverns in Wales, with a history spanning over 900 years. It's not only the age of the building that attracts visitors, but also the stories of ghosts and strange phenomena that make this place a must-visit for mystery enthusiasts. Skirrid Mountain Inn has a dark history, including its use as a courthouse and execution site. Legends suggest that many criminals were hanged from a beam on the staircase, with over 180 people meeting their fate here. This grim past has left an indelible mark on the inn, and many believe that the souls of those who were executed still linger within its walls. Photographs taken here often reveal strange phenomena, with ghostly figures appearing in the frame, sparking the interest of paranormal researchers. One of the most famous ghosts is that of Judge Jeffries, known as the Hanging Judge. He presided over many trials at the inn, and his malevolent spirit is said to still haunt the building. Visitors have reported feeling a heavy presence, hearing disembodied voices, and even seeing the ghostly image of a judge in traditional attire. Stories about Judge Jeffries often emphasize his brutality, leading many to believe that he is not merely a ghost, but a representation of the harsh justice of old. Another frequently appearing ghost is the spirit of a young woman named Fanny Price. Fanny was a local who died of tuberculosis at the inn in the 19th century. Her spirit has been seen in various parts of the building, often described as a sorrowful figure in period clothing. Some guests have even claimed to feel a cold touch on their shoulder or arm, believed to be Fanny trying to communicate from the other side. Some have reported hearing gentle whispers, as if Fanny is sharing a secret. Scurried Mountain Inn is also known for poltergeist activity, with objects reportedly moving on their own, doors opening and closing inexplicably, and glasses flying off tables. The staircase, where many were hanged, is a hotspot for paranormal activity, with guests reporting sudden drops in temperature and the feeling of being watched. Many participants in nighttime tours have experienced strange occurrences, with mysterious sounds and eerie lights emanating from unoccupied areas. With its ancient history and numerous spirits, Scurried Mountain Inn offers a chilling glimpse into a past where justice was often harsh and final. This is a place where the boundary between the living and the dead feels thin, making it an essential stop on any ghost hunter's journey. The tales of supernatural encounters here not only attract explorers, but also serve as inspiration for many literary works and films, solidifying Scurried Mountain Inn as an icon of mystery in Wales. Haunted location number 3, the Red Lion Inn Brewery. Our next destination takes us to the Red Lion Inn and Brewery, a pub steeped in history and surrounded by the ancient stone circle of Brewery, one of the most mystical sights in the UK. This 17th century inn is now famous not only for its location, but also for the ghostly encounters reported by staff and patrons over the years. The most famous ghost of the Red Lion Inn is Flory, a tragic figure with a heartbreaking story. According to legend, she was the wife of a Roundhead soldier during the English Civil War. She was brutally murdered by her husband when he discovered her infidelity, and her body was thrown down a well located within the pub. Flory's restless spirit is said to still haunt the inn today, with customers reporting sightings of her near the well, now covered with glass, and hearing her mournful cries in the dead of night. Many believe that these cries are not just the pain of a forsaken woman, but also a warning to those who come too close. In addition to Flory, the Red Lion Inn is believed to house many other spirits. The ghost of a coachman is often seen near the entrance, a shadowy figure dressed in period clothing who sometimes appears to be searching for something or someone. Customers have also reported encountering the spirits of 2 ghostly children who are said to enjoy playing tricks on visitors by moving objects and causing mischief. The stories about these 2 children create an atmosphere that is both mysterious and occasionally humorous, with many believing they simply want to play with new customers. The bar area is another hotspot for paranormal activity. Guests have experienced sudden drops in temperature, heard unexplained whispers, and witnessed objects moving on their own. Staff have also reported feeling an unsettling presence and hearing footsteps when the inn is empty. Some employees have recounted seeing a dim light appear without any clear source, along with shadowy figures flitting through mirrors, adding to the eerie and strange atmosphere. The location of the Red Lion Inn within the ancient and mystical stone circle adds an extra layer of intrigue to its haunted reputation. Some believe that the powerful energy of the stone circle amplifies the paranormal activity within the inn, turning it into a focal point for ghostly encounters. Particularly, there are many legends regarding ancient rituals that once took place in this area, further enhancing its mystical allure. With a rich history, tragic tales, and frequent reports of supernatural activity, the Red Lion Inn offers a unique and chilling experience. Whether or not you believe in the supernatural, a visit to this historic pub is sure to leave you amazed and perhaps a bit spooked. Many visitors have left with their own stories to tell, ranging from mysterious experiences to unexpected encounters, making the Red Lion Inn one of the must-visit locations for those who love the mystical and the exploratory. Haunted location number 2, the Mermaid Inn, Rye, East Sussex. Our journey now takes us to the charming town of Rye in East Sussex, home to the legendary Mermaid Inn. This historic inn, dating back to the 12th century, is not only famous for its picturesque beauty, but also for its long and winding history of ghostly phenomena. Stepping into the Mermaid Inn is like stepping back in time, with its wooden beams, creaking floorboards, and centuries-old tales of haunting. The most famous hauntings of this inn are tied to its tumultuous past, particularly in the 16th century when it became a favored retreat for the notorious Hawkhurst Gang, a brutal smuggling ring. The gang's illegal activities and violent clashes left a deep imprint on the inn, and it is believed that many of their spirits still linger here. Additionally, the inn served as a stopover for sailors and traders, leading to tales of maritime adventures and mysteries that enrich its historical tapestry. One of the most frequently reported phenomena is the apparition of a woman in white, thought to be the spirit of a woman who met a tragic end at the hands of smugglers. She is often seen gliding through the inn's rooms and corridors, her ghostly figure radiating sorrow and loss. Guests have reported waking up to find her standing by the bed, her eyes filled with sadness, staring into the void before she silently vanishes. Some believe that her spirit is searching for a lost lover, making her story even more poignant. Another well-known spirit is that of a gentleman in period attire, often seen sitting by the fireplace in the bar area. This ghost is thought to be the spirit of a former landlord, always watching over his beloved inn. Visitors have reported feeling a chilling presence in the room and hearing footsteps when no one else is around. There are legends that this gentleman died in a battle to protect the inn from an attack by the Hawkhurst Gang, which adds to his strong presence. Room 16, known as the Elizabethan Room, is particularly famous for its supernatural activity. Guests staying in this room have reported seeing ghostly figures engaged in a sword fight, believed to be the spirits of two smugglers who fought to the death. The apparitions are said to phase through the walls, continuing their battle unaware of the passage of time. The atmosphere in room 16 is often described as heavy, with a lingering sense of unease even after leaving the room. Many believe that these fights reflect the conflicts and tensions between rival gangs in the past. The inn's cellars are also a hotspot for ghostly encounters, with the chilling presence of a ghostly maid reported to be performing her duties in the dimly lit corridors. Her ghostly figure often appears and disappears without a trace, leaving witnesses with an unsettling feeling. There are numerous tales surrounding these cellars, with some believing they were once used to hide smuggled goods and criminals. The Mermaid Inn, with its blend of historical intrigue and supernatural phenomena, makes it one of the most captivating haunted locations in the UK. Its centuries-old walls have borne witness to countless stories of love, betrayal, and tragedy, and the spirits residing at the inn ensure that its legacy continues to attract visitors from around the globe. This not only creates a mysterious atmosphere, but also sparks curiosity about what truly happened in the inn's past, making each visit a journey of discovery into living history. Haunted location number 1, Hampton Court Palace, London. The final stop on this eerie journey through the United Kingdom takes us to the grand and magnificent Hampton Court Palace in London. This splendid palace, with its expansive gardens and luxurious rooms, is not only a historical marvel, but also a hotspot for supernatural activity. Built in the early 16th century, Hampton Court Palace has been home to some of England's most famous royals, including Henry VIII. Its long and often turbulent history has left behind restless souls, as well as thrilling stories surrounding the lives and deaths of historical figures. The most famous ghost of Hampton Court Palace is that of Catherine Howard, the fifth wife of Henry VIII. Catherine was accused of adultery and executed at the Tower of London, but her spirit is said to haunt the palace's haunted gallery. According to legend, Catherine escaped from her guards and ran to the gallery, screaming for mercy from her husband before being recaptured and taken to her death. Many visitors have reported hearing her chilling screams and seeing her ghostly figure running down the gallery, reenacting her desperate final moments. This not only highlights Catherine's injustice, but also reflects the brutality of the Tudor era. Another well-known spirit is that of Jane Seymour, Henry VIII's third wife, who died shortly after giving birth to the son Henry had long awaited, Edward VI. Jane's spirit has been seen in the Silver Stick Room, wearing a white cloak and holding a lit candle. She is often spotted on the anniversary of her son's birthday, wandering the halls with a sorrowful expression. Many believe that Jane not only grieves her own death, but also yearns for the love and recognition from Henry that she could never attain. The ghost of Sybil Penn, known as the Grey Lady, also haunts Hampton Court Palace. Sybil was a servant to 4 Tudor kings and died of smallpox in 1562. Her spirit was first seen after her grave was disturbed during renovations in the 19th century. Visitors have reported seeing her gray-cloaked figure in various locations throughout the palace, especially near the tower and in the rooms where she cared for the royals as a nurse. It is believed that Sybil continues to look after the spirits of the kings she served, and her presence brings a sense of peace to the living. In addition to these famous apparitions, the palace is home to many other spirits, including a pair of malevolent ghosts known as Skillet and a ghostly figure referred to as the Tudor Man. These entities have been recorded on CCTV, and their appearances have left staff and visitors bewildered and frightened. The haunted gallery, chapel, and many other areas of the palace are known for unexplained phenomena, such as cold spots, sudden drafts, and the feeling of being watched. These experiences have sparked numerous investigations and explorations into the supernatural occurrences here, making Hampton Court Palace a favored location for those seeking to uncover mysteries. With its rich history and countless ghostly residents, Hampton Court Palace offers a haunting yet beautiful glimpse into the past, where echoes of history resonate through its ancient halls. The tales of betrayal, love, and loss not only enrich the historical narrative, but also create an emotional atmosphere where the past and present intertwine in a mysterious dance. And that's all, dear listeners. We have explored the 7 most haunted locations in the United Kingdom together. I hope this spooky journey has provided you with fascinating experiences and a fresh perspective on the mysterious stories surrounding these places. The locations we have introduced are not only intriguing attractions, but also hold deep secrets about history and restless spirits. Whether you are a seasoned ghost hunter or simply curious about the supernatural world, these places will undoubtedly leave you feeling amazed, thrilled, and even a little spooked. Each location has its own story, mysterious phenomena, and an enigmatic atmosphere, promising unforgettable memories for your journey. Thank you for joining us on this adventure. We look forward to seeing you next time, and always keep a curious spirit along with a passion for exploration. Don't hesitate to visit these sites, as you might just experience wonders that only the supernatural world can offer. Wishing you exciting and exploratory adventures in the future.